It didn't take long for NBC to name Hoda Kotb's replacement when she announced she was leaving the Today Show. While her segment with Jenna Bush Hager remains a rotating chair, Craig Melvin filled her other spots on the show. While it wasn't a surprise to anyone who followed his career, Craig has revealed what he really thinks about the changeover on the morning talk show. Here is what Melvin had to say about replacing Hoda and what the switch-up has been like on the Today Show. Craig Melvin talks replacing Hoda Kotb on the Today Show. Hoda Kotb has worked as co-host of the Today Show since replacing Matt Lauer. She worked for a total of 17 years on Today, and unlike Lauer, she left because she wanted to move on to other things. While her replacement with Jenna Bush Hager has yet to be named, Craig Melvin was quickly tapped to replace her in the other segments. Al Roker, Craig Melvin, Savannah Guthrie, Hoda Kotb, and Carson Daly. Hodabration, The Today Show. Craig Melvin has been the new official co-host for almost 2 months now, and he seems to be fitting in well in his new spot. In a recent interview with Westport magazine, he opened up about what happened when he learned he was replacing Hoda, and how it all went down. There are so few truly venerable institutions left in television, and being part of one isn't something I take lightly, Craig said about the opportunity. It's the professional honor of a lifetime. He went on to say he never thought he would be the person to get this job, and he was happy with his spot on the show. However, that all changed when he got the call that Hoda Kotb was leaving, and I just thought, wow, this might actually be happening. How has today's job changed Craig Melvin's life? Craig did admit that no one knew the magnitude of the changes coming to the Today Show with Hoda stepping down. This changed when people began to recognize him, which wasn't the case before. It hits you when a random person in Ohio or an airport in Florida stops you and says, "I remember your first show. Seeing your mom was such a beautiful moment," Craig said. And that's when it really sinks in. Oh my God. People watch. Millions of people are watching and listening every morning. Craig grew up in South Carolina. His mother was a teacher, and his father was a mail clerk. He said this kind of thing was never supposed to happen to someone like him. "I find myself stepping back, thinking, holy crap, this is amazing," Craig said. He said he wants to bring some fresh things to the Today Show. Other than making sports a bigger focus of discussion, he said he wants to highlight fatherhood. "I'd argue there are a lot of guys watching too, and I want to reach them," he admitted. "Fatherhood is something I care deeply about, and I think there's space for more conversations around it." What are your thoughts on Craig Melvin since he replaced Hoda Kotb on the Today Show? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. When Hoda Kotb announced her departure from the Today Show after 17 years, it marked the end of an era for the iconic morning talk show. Kotb, who had become a beloved fixture on the program, left big shoes to fill. However, NBC wasted no time in naming her replacement, tapping Craig Melvin to step into her role. While Melvin's promotion wasn't a surprise to those familiar with his career, the transition has been a significant moment for both him and the show. In a recent interview, Melvin opened up about what it's been like to take on this new role, the impact it's had on his life, and his vision for the future of the Today Show. Here's a comprehensive look at Melvin's journey, his thoughts on replacing Kotb, and how he's navigating this new chapter in his career. Hoda Kotb's legacy on the Today Show. Hoda Kotb joined the Today Show in 2007, eventually becoming co-anchor of the show's fourth hour, alongside Kathie Lee Gifford. In 2018, she made history when she was named co-anchor of the main show, replacing Matt Lauer. Kotb's warmth, authenticity, and ability to connect with viewers made her a fan favorite, and her departure left a void that would be difficult to fill. Kotb's decision to leave the Today Show was a personal one, driven by her desire to explore new opportunities and spend more time with her family. While her segment with Jenna Bush Hager remains a rotating chair, Craig Melvin was quickly chosen to take over her other responsibilities on the show. Craig Melvin, a rising star at the Today Show. Craig Melvin has been a familiar face on the Today Show for years, serving as a news anchor and co-host of the show's third hour alongside Al Roker and Sheinelle Jones. His professionalism, charisma, and ability to tackle a wide range of topics have made him a standout member of the Today team. When the opportunity arose to replace Kotb, Melvin was both honored and humbled. In a recent interview with Westport magazine, he reflected on the moment he learned he would be stepping into this truly venerable institutions left in television, and being part of one isn't something I take lightly, Melvin said. It's the professional honor of a lifetime. He admitted that he never expected to be the one chosen for the job. I was happy with my spot on the show, he shared. But when I got the call that Hoda was leaving, I just thought, wow, this might actually be happening. The impact of the new role on Craig Melvin's life. Taking on the role of co-anchor on the Today Show has been a life-changing experience for Melvin. In his interview, he opened up about how the new position has affected him personally and professionally. One of the most significant changes has been the increased recognition he's received from viewers. It hits you when a random person in Ohio or an airport in Florida stops you and says, "I remember your first show. Seeing your mom was such a beautiful moment," Melvin shared. And that's when it really sinks in. Oh my God, people watch. Millions of people are watching and listening every morning. For Melvin, who grew up in South Carolina with a mother who was a teacher and a father who worked as a mail clerk, this level of success was never something he took for granted. "I find myself stepping back, thinking, holy crap, this is amazing," he said, bringing a fresh perspective to the Today Show. As he settles into his new role, Melvin is focused on bringing a fresh perspective to the Today Show. One of his priorities is to make sports a bigger part of the conversation. "I think there's a lot of room to highlight sports in a meaningful way," he explained. In addition to sports, Melvin is passionate about discussing fatherhood and its role in modern society. "I'd argue there are a lot of guys watching too, and I want to reach them," he said. "Fatherhood is something I care deeply about, and I think there's space for more conversations around it." Melvin's commitment to these topics reflects his desire to connect with a diverse audience and address issues that resonate with viewers on a personal level. The transition. How Craig Melvin is fitting in nearly 2 months into his new role. Melvin seems to be fitting in seamlessly. His chemistry with co-anchors Savannah Guthrie, Al Roker, and Carson Daly has been evident, and viewers have responded positively to his presence on the show. Melvin's ability to balance hard-hitting news with lighter, more personal segments has made him a versatile and relatable anchor. Whether he's discussing breaking news, interviewing high-profile guests, or sharing heartfelt moments with his colleagues, Melvin brings a sense of authenticity and professionalism to the table. Fan reactions. A mixed bag of opinions. As with any major change on a long-running show, the transition from Hoda to Craig Melvin has elicited a range of reactions from fans. Some viewers have welcomed Melvin with open arms, praising his charisma and ability to connect with the audience. "Craig is such a natural fit for this role," one fan commented. "He brings so much energy and warmth to the show." Others, however, have expressed nostalgia for Kotb and the dynamic she brought to the Today Show. "I miss Hoda so much," another viewer wrote. "She was such a big part of my morning routine." Despite the mixed reactions, Melvin has remained gracious and focused on doing his best in the role. "I know I have big shoes to fill," he said, "but I'm committed to honoring the legacy of this show while also bringing my own voice to the table." The future of the Today Show. As Craig Melvin continues to settle into his new role, the future of the Today Show looks bright. With a talented team of anchors and a commitment to delivering engaging, informative content, the show remains a cornerstone of morning television. Melvin's addition to the lineup represents a new chapter for the program, one that embraces change while staying true to the values that have made the Today Show a beloved institution for decades. Final thoughts. A new era for the Today Show. Craig Melvin's journey from news anchor to co-anchor of the Today Show is a testament to his talent, hard work, and dedication. As he steps into this new role, he brings with him a fresh perspective and a deep commitment to connecting with viewers. While the transition from Hoda to Craig Melvin marks the end of one era, it also signals the beginning of an exciting new chapter for the Today Show. With Melvin at the helm, the show is poised to continue its legacy of excellence while exploring new ways to engage and inspire its audience. What are your thoughts on Craig Melvin's new role on the Today Show? Do you think he's a good fit for the job? Let us know in the comments below.